you will have some aligned agents by default. I expect you'll also have misaligned ones because we live in a very multipolar world where lots of people are building AI systems. And so I would expect a mix on the current trajectory.
Do you think the good ones will level out the playing field, or like cancel out the bad ones, or is the existence of a bad one bad and there's nothing to do about it? It's like, for example, nukes. You can't really defend against nukes with the nukes, or I guess in some psychologically way you can, but like in general, that is not a defense against another nuke. Do you expect AIs to be?
Yeah, there are a bunch of things AI systems could do to defend against other AI systems. I think the most notable to me are one, there's non-proliferation. So if you want to prevent misaligned agents from wrecking things, you want to just prevent powerful agents from being developed in general to the extent you can. And so nation states might begin sabotaging other nation states' programs. Like they might try to compromise their data centers, slow down the training runs, potentially even just switch out their AIs. Like if you have like an aligned superintelligence and somebody else has a misaligned something that's not superintelligence, potentially your aligned superintelligence can just compromise this other data center, just like switch the models or
Right.
just like data poison it in just the right way so it's aligned now or something.
Yeah.
Um, which is obviously something only a nation state can do. Um,
Yeah.
there are other possibilities like using AI for espionage, where suppose you're concerned that some misaligned AI system somewhere is developing bioweapons. This is something you could try to monitor for. Like you could track shipments of import like technologies that are important for building bioweapons,
Right.
uh, and like via just normal cyber espionage, keep tabs on what all these bio startups are doing,
Yep. Yep.
and raise the alarm if there is a suspicious bio startup
Yeah.
um, that might be controlled by a misaligned superintelligence.
Yeah.
Uh, things like that. There's yeah, let's see.
In some threat models I've seen, the weapon of choice is like viruses, and then the AI needs to print viruses in some facility, but that facility often has some like check to see if the requested organism that you print is dangerous. So that's like an AI against AI system,
That's right.
I guess.
Yep.
But maybe the AI will just like buy their own equipment and just like bypass the entire thing.
It's pretty easy to get around those checks right now, and it's mostly because some countries are just very poorly regulated. Some companies are very poorly regulated. The
Right.
checks are not adopted universally. And I expect the same to be an issue with tracking down misaligned AI systems. Like there are some nations where the AI systems could hang out, where the government will just not do anything about it. Um, and that's why I'm imagining you do something more like espionage,
Right.
where you're not necessarily going through government, you're not going through regulation because that's slow, and some governments just don't do that very well. And instead,
Yep.
you just directly, you're like an intelligence agency, you just directly find those misaligned AIs and report them.